Okay, let's add some ammo.
Let's do it.
So we're shooting 9mm.
Okay.
And it will tell you on the firearm what it is for a 9mm. It'll also tell you, typically on magazines, that it is a 9mm. The box of ammo will tell you, and so will the round. So if you look at the head stamping, you will see 9mm. We need to make sure they're all the same. Just because it fits doesn't mean it ships.
Okay.
So we need to make sure we're shooting the correct materials.
I like that. Doesn't mean it fits. Just because it fits doesn't mean it ships.
Exactly.
Okay.
Make sure you're working with the right stuff.
Okay.
So the magazine, we're going to start by loading the magazine because now we're actually going to do everything we did dry fire, live fire.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to pick up the magazine, scoop it. Your magazine hand stays your magazine hand. Turn the magazine around. Good. So now go ahead and pick up a cute little pew-pew.
Pew-pew.
Now when you're holding this, we want to hold it such that the bullet is facing towards our palm.
Okay.
Okay? Because there is a squishy and a no squishy side to the magazine. And it's important to note that if you just lay the round on top and try to push, you're not going to get very far. So we need to put the flat end on top of the squishy. You're going to push down deeper than makes sense. Push, 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 and then slide underneath.
Ah.
All right, deeper than makes sense
Deeper than
and
makes
slide underneath.
Okay.
So now when we turn the magazine back around and we index our finger in our pickup hold, now you can feel the round nose of the projectile. We do this by feel. If you were to turn it around and you feel the flat edge, this is how you would know by feel that the mag was backwards in your hands rather than looking at it, because where you progress courses, concealed carry, competition, etc., you need to know this by feel.
Got it.
By sight. So that's what you want to feel. So now that we have the magazine loaded, we're going to do a warm-up exercise that's a load one, shoot one. So the pressure is off. You're not committed to loading all 15 rounds in here unless you want to.
Okay.
So when you're warming up, load what you want to shoot so that you end on an empty gun and you can put the gun down in an open state.
Okay.
Load one, shoot one. Dry fire warms your hands up, gets your brain back in the game. Load one, shoot one now dials everything in, and we get the actual experience of shooting the gun.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go through this side by side. I'll narrate, and
right.
we'll perform the same tasks.
Okay.
So we set our posture and our stance the way we want it,
Yep.
and we're going to load and make ready. So with a straight finger, we touch high, fingers curl to establish that high, tight, and even grip, and anchor to you. Excellent. Non-firing hand scoops the magazine. Now we're going to chamber that first round. Slide release and complete your grip. Make sure before you even care about the target, you're done with your load and make ready, which is still about you and the gun.
Yes.
All right. So we make sure our grip position is correct. Then we set our grip pressures. Make sure those are the way you want them. Your body feels right. And then we look where we want to go. Never lead with the gun. Lead with your eyes. Lead with your mind. Okay? We see where we want to go, and then with a pointer finger point, we're going to deliver the gun on the target. Find your sight, then find your trigger. See the gun moves just a little bit when you move?
Yeah.
Okay? So the gun is still in motion until we get to the wall. Go ahead and bring the trigger back to the wall. Stabilize your sight. Deep breath in at the belly. Gorgeous sight picture, gentle exhale, gentle compress. Keep the sight on the target, follow through visually. Then we're going to follow through physically. Release the trigger, straight finger along the frame, and return to compress ready. Look down, check yourself.
Check yourself.
Sad face because we're out of ammo.
Right.
It's very sad, sad. So let's do it again.
Okay.
So now we're going to clear.
That was a good shot. Nice.
I have a chicken.
Yeah.
so
You got the chicken right in the tail.
So we're gonna clear and bench. So palm up. Now make sure that finger is straight. Remove the magazine, table the magazine, roll the gun palm down, and lay it on the bench. Excellent. How did that feel?
It felt good.
Yeah.
It felt good. I think I got a little bit of the casing from
Yes.
here, but yeah, it felt good.
Good. Now that's a nice thing to note, actually, and something worth talking about. And that's why we want to wear tight collared tops.
Okay.
Right? Because we don't need that on our skin.
Yeah.
If you were to get brass on you,
Yeah.
it could be a safety concern. So if you have brass on you and it's alarming, put the gun down
Okay.
and then step back and address the brass. Never try to scoop brass out with the gun in your hand.
Okay.
So that's an excellent point to make,
Yeah.
and definitely a safety consideration.
Gotcha.
So now I'm going to just allow you to go through the steps, and I'm going to call out the generalizations of what we're doing. So step 1 is load 1 round in the magazine. Good. Go ahead and prep that mag on the bench, and we'll go through the load and make ready procedure. So go ahead and pick the firearm up and anchor it to you. Insert and seat the magazine and chamber around. Now complete your grip and rest at compressed ready position. Excellent. Now before we aim in, make sure you're happy with your grip. Set that front to back, side to side pressure. Set your posture and your stance. Now here's the thing. We've done so much dry fire. Tell yourself the gun is empty.
Okay.
Lying to yourself a little bit isn't always a bad thing. So the gun stays beautiful and stable when we're dry firing.
Yeah.
We're following all the safety protocols and procedures. Tell yourself the gun is empty. Go ahead and aim in. Find your sights. Super stable, gorgeous grip. Find your trigger and get to the wall. At the wall, deep breath. Perfect sights. Doesn't matter when, care about the sights more than anything, compress. Follow through with your sight, straight finger, return to compressed ready. Good, now it's just about you and the gun, nothing else matters. Look down, check yourself.
Check yourself.
And we'll clear and bench. Magazine out. And rotate and table. Excellent. And what I'm looking for most during warm-up is clean handling and safety skills.
Yes.
That is absolutely the mission. And don't put too much pressure on yourself when you're doing warm-up drills, especially as a new shooter. The confidence comes from knowing that you are safe and the gun is in the safest hands possible, which are yours.
Yes.
So load 1, shoot 1, no more than 5 times.
Okay.
Because you can get wrapped, deep in the weeds. If you try too much with that, it's silly. So load 1, shoot 1, 5 reps. Then we take that next step to multiple or consecutive shots.